Simon decided to turn off the engine and open up all the sails. The force driven by the wind, the boat just spinning around, and I actually cannot control the boat myself.
At this point, other people were starting to just die. People were starting to pass out, especially those downstairs, because at that time was actually when we were cooking lunch, and I felt at this time I was okay. I was even comforting other people, saying, "Oh, don't worry."
You'll see lots of footage, I can guarantee lots of footage of the first part. I think the first to really get ill was James, at which point you won't see anything else of day one because James was dead. Dramatically following James, we had Kelly, and though it's rude to mention names, it was just basically everybody just died.
We just felt quite useless, to be honest. Oh, I did myself. There was so much rain, I got so cold that I just sat in a corner and pretty much I couldn't move. I just fell asleep pretty much throughout the whole journey while everyone else was throwing up and helping out.
You're either useful on a yacht or useless or dead. And we had a lot of dead people, except maybe for Yao, who managed to sort of pull, puke, helm a little and puke. Who says guys can't multitask?
Although it did cross a load of people's minds to go home that day, because in our minds it was that first experience, the first impression of sailing that we thought, oh no, is every day going to be like this? And it got to a stage where I think, well, even I myself was like, do I really want to go through all this?
So I went to bed that first night expecting to lose 4 crew at least. That would have been a sensible, sane, rational decision. I was gobsmacked to wake up to find a full crew ready for the next day.
Because I didn't do as much on the first day, I definitely wanted to make up to the guys and to the people that were working so hard the first day, and I fully focused on being part of the crew and doing everything I can.
They met the challenge. Going into the race, it was huge, really massive. At first it was exciting, it was a roller coaster, everyone was excited. Then we had that nice moment where people thought, is this all we're ever going to do? And then eventually, is this the last thing we're ever going to do? So that was pretty cool, and that certainly stoked up a bit more sickness or weakness leaving the body. Challenge 2 was a very mundane motor sail, which turned out to have dolphins for about 40 minutes, which was fabulous, really drew everybody out.
They were very friendly, they were following the boat, they were showing off. Yeah, they were really great, and it was one of the highlights for many people, I think.
So getting into Dartmouth, it's so beautiful, we had so much time, and we had a very small gap to be able to moor into. We went through the plan, The guys had been practicing, honing skills, proving to me just how capable and how much I could rely on. We had the Royal Navy cadets there, and this was a real chance to shine, and my crew failed me. They sucked. It was appalling. It was maybe one of the worst moorings I've ever seen in my life.
We all had a catastrophe with the rope tying. I think we all realised at that day we didn't know much about sailing at all. We didn't know actually what we needed to do.
And once we were alongside and we were all tied up, I then retied everything.
I don't think Simon expected us to do so badly. He was yanking our ropes off, retying them himself and sort of showing, yeah, this is how you do it. Do it right next time. We were all a bit scared, I have to be honest. But we didn't fail him again. That was the only time we ever failed him on the rope tying. I hope. But yeah, that night was actually really good because we had a group get together in the pub and we actually talked about how we felt after the first 2 days, and sort of even the bad parts became quite funny as everyone talked about how sick they felt. It was just very funny to hear, and yeah, we sort of shared the parts that we thought were best and talked about the dolphins we saw that day, how incredible they were, and sort of talked about the rest of the things that we would look forward to on the trip. And I thought that was really nice. Yeah.